Hey everybody, it's Roy from A&S Gear, and we're going to look at some packs today. These are the Gen X Global, either 4+1 or 6+1 horizontal pack. So when I'm talking about a horizontal pack, I'm referring to the way the pods sit. So the pods are going to sit horizontally like this rather than vertically like this. Now our tank, our +1, our tank is going to sit vertically inside of here, like that. Now there are vest accessory setups, and there are some packs also that have the tank set in a horizontal fashion. Typically though, probably 99% of the time you're going to see the tank set in a vertical position. But that's neither here nor there. These are vertical, so you can't change them around. Sixes are over here, fours are over here. They're the exact same pack setup. So we're going to work with the 4 just because it's a little bit smaller and a little bit easier to show you what's going on right here. So from the outside, we've got 4 different compartments that are designed to hold our pods. Now these pods are designed, or these holders are designed to run a standard 140 round pod or 140 round tube, whatever you're going to call it. We put that 140 rounder in there, and we fold our Velcro strap over, and we can see that there's plenty of grip. There's plenty of grab on that Velcro. We've got about 1.5 inches of connection, which is enough to keep it secure. So if we were running a smaller pod in here, like the 100 rounds or the 50 or the 40s, it's going to hold on just fine. No issues right there. Now, when it comes to the larger pods, like a lock lid right here, these will work, but I would be weary on the amount of connection you can get. So I'm just barely getting over to it. I might be able to push this in a little bit farther. Not by much though. And I'm just getting the end to grab on right there. In a scenario or play kind of a setup right there, I would be worried that this would come undone. It would be easily caught on a branch, a tree, a stick, a rock, something, and pop off of there. Or just from you running around and moving, it could come apart. Now from the get-go, these are going to be tight. So brand new, probably wouldn't fall out. And you can see it's kind of hard to get these out of here. So when your pack is new, you might be able to get away with it, even if the strap wasn't on there. But one thing you're leaving exposed is the top. And you know you're going to catch the top of your pod on something. It's going to rub up against the side of a building or a tree. You're going to pop that lid right open and your paint's going to pour all over the place. So I would not recommend using this pack with the bigger size pods. Stick with the 140 rounders or smaller. That being said, you can fit 4 of them in here. You can see I'm kind of tucking these in just because I'm getting them out of the way. But 2 over here, 2 over here, 4 total. There is no extra slots in between, no elastic bands to hold on to them. There's just 4 in the main sections right there. The vertical pouch. Now the vertical pouch could be used as an extra pod holder. So technically, I guess you could put 5 in there. But if you're buying a pack that's a 4+1, you're typically buying it because you want to put a tank in there. 48 cubic inch tank right here, easily slides in. This could fit the 68 super light bottles, standard 68 bottles, up to the 68 size. I wouldn't try to put anything bigger or wider, I guess, inside there than that. So it fits in there. Actually, put that back in there. You've got 2 straps right here, so you can fit them over the top. This would also fit a 20 ounce CO2, a 24 ounce CO2. Any of the CO2 sizes would fit in here as well. I like to cross mine over just because I like the way the strapping kind of holds better on the tank. I don't have the possibility, if I do side by side like this, for my tank being able to kind of spread these pieces out and pop out of the top. So by crossing them over, I kind of eliminate that potential problem of my tank being able to slide out the middle. And then I've got these little connections right here. Weave them through and then tighten it down to whatever size you're using right there. So 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Makes everything nice and snug and secure inside of there. On the inside, very basic belt setup right here. Snap belt. It's adjustable. One size fits most. If you're on the extremes, large, small, this belt might not fit you, but as you can see, it does go pretty wide. There's a lot of space right here, so we can make it pretty decent size there. So you definitely want to try it on, if you can. But if you kind of fall in the middle of everything, this shouldn't be an issue. There's no padding to it in any way. It is just a straight back, no cushioning, no foam, no slip resistant material. It is just a backing right there. Very straightforward. Now, once you get this pack set up with a tank, a bunch of pods, it is possible for it to get very heavy. You could rely on just the belt system around your waist to hold it up, but even with just this is going to put a lot of weight on your back, and it's going to want to sag down and fall down. So they have these connections right here. There's 4 little triangle doodads like this. If you're wearing a vest setup, typically you can connect this to the bottom of the vest on the load-bearing belt section. If you're not wearing a vest, you can get like a Y suspender or H suspender setup and go over the top and connect to all these buckles, 2 over, and keep that weight from being put around your waist to over your shoulders. So it'll actually make a more comfortable setup for you. With any kind of pack where you're running a remote setup, I definitely recommend doing it with some sort of harness or suspender setup rather than just relying on this to go around your waist and stay up, because it won't be comfortable. Especially on the 6-pack right there. I mean, that's a lot of weight of paint. So check them out. If you are a scenario player, a woods ball player, or you just don't like the weight of the tank being on your gun and you want to move that to your back, check these packs out. 4+1, 6+1 horizontal packs from Gen X Global. They're available through the website in black or woodland. Order yours now. Actually, also Digicam. Don't forget that, Black Woodland Digicam. Order yours now through ansgear.com.